हेलो एंड वेलकम टू। और अभी मैं हूँ वैशाली नगर जयपुर में और मैं आपको लेके आया हूँ दी आई डेस्टिनेशन। ये एक ऐसा ऑप्टोमेट्री क्लिनिक जिसको आपको दिखाने के लिए मुझे यहाँ पे आना पड़ा, क्योंकि आपको जैसे पता है कि चैनल डेडिकेटेड है उन हेल्थ केयर प्रोफेशनल्स के लिए जो काफ़ी बिजी होते हैं, बट उनकी अदर लाइफ कैसी होती है, वो कैसे जीते हैं, कैसे वो उनके लाइफ का जो फन एलिमेंट्स है वो मैं शेयर करता हूँ इस चैनल के माध्यम से। और आज मैं लेके आया हूँ एक ऐसे ही क्लिनिक पे जिनकी सक्सेस स्टोरी सुन के आप भी हैरान और परेशान रह जाओगे, क्योंकि काफ़ी कम उम्र में उन्होंने काफ़ी कुछ अचीव किया। और मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ ये क्लिनिक और ये स्टोर क्यों इतना डिफरेंट है बाकी के डिफरेंट स्टोर से। So guys, this is that store. Officially it has not been inaugurated, still under construction. I requested him to allow me to come inside and show so that I can capture. So I am going to introduce you to the persons, the Abhinav मेहरवाल, जिन्होंने काफ़ी मेहनत किया और ये स्टोर इस लायक बनाया कि मैं आपको इसको दिखा सकूं। आप देख सकते हैं काफ़ी प्रीमियम प्रोडक्ट्स हैं यहाँ पे, फुल कंप्लीट ऑप्टिकल सेटअप है, स्पेशियस है जो आपको ज़्यादातर आपको देखने को नहीं मिलेगा। एंड जिस चीज़ के लिए मैं आपको लेके आया हूँ वो मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा, और तब तक थोड़ा सा जानने की कोशिश करते हैं इनको क्या इंस्पिरेशन मिली और कैसे इन्होंने सोचा कि एक ऑप्टोमेट्री क्लिनिक इस तरीके का हो सकता है। सो अभिनव जी, आप अपने बारे में थोड़ा सा अपना बैकग्राउंड के बारे में आप हमें बताइए।
So hi to all the Optometryreels viewers. First of all, thanks to Noor sir for coming down and recording this and doing this. And it's been great honor to be on this channel and doing this interview with Noor sir, the famous Noor sir. Yes, telling briefly about me, I graduated from Elite School of Optometry in 2009. And this is our family business. I'm the second generation into this business. My father started this business in 1981. From a small place in Gangapur city, and we shifted to Jaipur in about 1989. So we were primarily into manufacturing, and then we got into retail about 96 and all. So by accident, since I was not selected as a medical student for CPMT, so I was given an option to join optometry. So I joined optometry at Nethralaya, Chennai, and then I fell into love with optometry, and I love everything about optometry, and it really keeps me exciting and keeps me growing.
We all know that you graduated from a very pioneer institute in optometry. How they nurtured you, how your college, how your education helped you in building this such a wonderful clinic, an updated clinic.
I feel, sir, it's really very important in terms of giving you the perspective. It's not only about the education which one institute gives you or gives a student, it also gives you wings. And it also gives you imagination and creativity. See, before I went to Nethralaya, Chennai, for me, since I was from the optical background, for me the exposure about optometry was very limited. So I myself, being from this industry, never used to look up to it. So that's why I said that it happened by accident to me. Once I actually went there and I realized it is such a vast subject, and optometry is not only about refraction, I fell into love with this field. And that is the reason why, and that motivated me to do better and do something, create something different from what people are doing.
We have seen lot of optical stores. आज के इसमें इतनी प्रीमियर ऑप्टिकल स्टोर्स हैं, और ये आपका स्टोर, इसको मैं स्टोर नहीं बोलूँगा, इसको मैं क्लिनिक बोलूँगा। ये क्लिनिक कैसे डिफरेंट है बाकी के अदर क्लिनिक से, या फिर आप क्या डिफरेंट देने वाले हो यहाँ पे पेशेंट्स को?
Thank you, sir. We call it first as an optometry clinic, and then we talk about, we don't do just the opticals, but we dispense glasses. So there is थोड़ा सा language का हेरफेर है, but वो सोच का भी change है, and that is what we want to reflect with our work also, and where we don't make just glasses, we put our heart and soul into it. So I'll just quickly, we'll start with the clinical setup that we have with us. So here, if you see, in our clinical setup, where we have introduced few of the technologies for the first time in North India. Like for example, if we talk about the Vision R800. So we'll first talk about this phoropter, the Vision R800. It is first of its kind in the world in terms of it doesn't have loose lenses. It works on the liquid crystalline lenses. So there is no tuck changes of lenses. There is basically a liquid crystalline lenses which changes its curvature, and we can do the subjective refraction also to the accuracy levels of 0.1 diopter. Apart from doing the very accurate refraction, it also gives us a lot of AI guided modules for refraction, so which also improves the accuracy level which we are going to deliver to our patient. So this is the part of the refraction alone. I'll be just talking about the VAM 800 equipment. So this again is a very latest equipment, and again the first instrument in entire North India. It's not there in Delhi and many places, because I feel that maybe that most of the opticians or optical stores owner, this is the last looked upon place, the clinic. For me it is the first thing. So the first things which I decided about my center were these equipments and these things, the technology which I am going to bring here, and how value. And it's not only about bringing these fancy instruments, but how it can add value to our patients. So when I talk about VAM 800, so it is probably one of the first machines in the world which does the objective measurement of eye strain. So now when I talk to a patient, I cannot only be telling him a fancy thing that you have an eye strain problem and you need some solution for it. I can also showcase him that how a normal eye behaves for his age normal, and how his response is to the various accommodative targets. Same way, it gives me more detailed evaluation in terms of topographic maps which are there. It enables me with a lot of data and calculations and a lot of physiological data as well. It also enables me to have eye physiology. It gives me a rough estimation of about approximate accurate estimation of axial length, which is very important with the myopia control practice these days. And also talking about the opacity, so we can see that there and the other things, and also helps me for the CL fitting as well.
Wow, what I can see, I can understand that apart from giving a service, you are also going to educate your patients about their problems to take care. So such a nice display that you have, so that patient or attender can understand what you are trying to show. So you have a very elaborated and extensive clinic which can objectively show what is happening actually inside the patient eye. So I feel very great and fortunate to see this clinic, and every optometrist will love to see that and will dream of having such a nice clinic.
Thank you so much, sir. And this is just the start of the technological advancements which we are going to bring here.
Sir, can you tell me something, because now you see at such a young age you have achieved this. Of course, people may say that you have your father a business or you had the background, but what I know that this is different, that you have not followed or your traditional practice, you have decided to use and open your own clinic, and perhaps this is your second clinic, if
yes.
I'm not wrong. So hats off to your courage. And what inspired you to do this? Because at this end we are literally we think too much before investing, because nowadays we know that optometry is the one health care which can have an independent practice, and you prove that. But what is something, few mantra that you can give to the young optometrists who dream of having a clinic but end up working somewhere else under someone else?
So sir, I would just say that, I feel that I have just begun my journey, and it all happens with your own personal desire and your goals and ambitions in life. And I think that is also driven by the kind of education and the kind of people you associate yourself with and the kind of role models you have in life. So for me, one mantra is very clear, that whatever I do in life, it's not only about my work, about my personal things also. I have to give it my best. So that is something, and to challenge myself so that it keeps the excitement alive. So when people used to talk about optometry and opticianry in such low standards earlier when I started my practice in 2009, so I was not pretty much, I was not agreeing to that, and I was willing to challenge their opinion. So when I started this place, I disowned my parental name of Meherwal Optical Company, and I started with a completely new name, that is the Eye Destination, which was a new for the market, which was new for the people to understand. And but yes, gradually working upon it, we have now come to this level that we can also do such things and bring in such technologies and such people around us with our organization, that we can create something. So few of the mantras which I would like to leave your audience with who are watching this, that don't think small, think big, keep your imagination alive, and don't limit your optometry knowledge or skills just to an autorefractometer and a trial set. Optometry is beyond imagination. It's a very vast field, much elaborative in terms of, if I talk about the subject and the difference which you can create in patient's life, it is far more deeper and exciting than even probably various other surgical fields like ophthalmology or other fields, I would say. So explore that, keep trying on something new and change and upgrade yourself into some sort of a speciality. And don't look at dispensing of glasses also like a chashma bechna thing, because this itself is a speciality thing which optometrists can add so much of value, which other opticians, normal opticians or ophthalmologists, they cannot do justice. So if a patient is coming with diplopia, it's only optometrists who are qualified enough to prescribe them prisms and resolve that diplopia with the right kind of glasses, if you can suggest. It's just one example. So mantra is be limitless, think limitless, and be positive. Optometry is superb. Just open your horizon and love what you do.
Thank you Abhinav sir for making us understand, because हमेशा से ये confusion होता है optician, optometry. आपने बहुत ही खूबसूरत तरीके से ये समझाया कि optometry क्या होता है और optometrist के scopes क्या क्या होते हैं. So I am truly proud of you, the success and what you have achieved.
So I have some closing comments also to make. Seriously, thanks to Noor sir, because he started this initiative, and which is a very wonderful initiative, and we see, and I also keep on seeing a lot of his videos and learn so much from them. He explains all the procedures which are important in optometry and normally sometimes not taught in many of the institutes. He brings it forward in a very simple language and how it can be applied clinically also. So if till now you have not subscribed to this channel, and if you are an optometrist practicing anywhere in the world, you have to subscribe to this channel. And Noor sir, I am your student. So keep inspiring and keep motivating all of us and keep teaching us. Thank you so much.
Thank you everyone. And this was Abhinav Meherwal, the Eye Destination, जहाँ पे मैंने आपको दिखाया, समझाया एक ऑप्टोमेट्री क्लिनिक कैसे है और कैसे ये तैयार हो रहा है. और अभी के लिए मैं आप सबसे लेता हूँ अलविदा. आपसे जल्दी मिलूंगा एक नए वीडियो के साथ, एक नए ब्लॉग के साथ. तब तक आप चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें, वीडियो को लाइक करें और अपना ख्याल रखें.